today Friday? Okay, yeah. But anyway, I man, I don't be knowing. All right, so I'm on air. All right, and so let me do this on my watch page. All right, and so let me do this on my watch. All right, and then let me start hitting everybody up on Facebook. Yeah, all right. Let me start hitting people up. What was that? All right, let me do this real quick. All right, how am I doing this? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Man, my fingers be clicking all kind of letters that I don't intend to be messing with. Okay. Yeah, that's the truth. That is, and that's the issue right there. Post now, public. All right, yeah. So I'm going through my Facebook posts and my groups. I got a lot more brothers from Brazil that's coming on here too. All right. Let me say this real quick while I'm talking to you, because I'm live now. Um, hey, what's up? Whoever's here. I can't see you right now, but I want to take the time to greet everyone real quick. Havorten Hardu Gudal. Hola, oi to the bang, vasas los, bonjour mes amis, keda bawani konnichiwa, ni hao ni ama, sani bonani, jambo habarigani, assalamu alaikum and shalom. All right. This is the Reluctant Navi, setting up this live feed. Um, and y'all see the title, y'all see what it is. So we're going to get down to it in a minute. I'm on the phone right now with Brother Elijah. He's in here. I don't know if anyone else is in here yet. I'll look after I just send out notifications. But peace to anybody that's up in the chat room already. Um, let's see. And so morale. Okay. And I want to shout out to the brothers at Morale. That's the M period O period R period A period L period E period. And Brothers Against Effery and Black Men Red Pill. Black Men's Red Pill. Because these dudes, um, they've been on it, and you got a lot of other groups here that that I'm on, and one you really don't have the freedom to speak. And one of the things that I'm kind of upset about some of the groups is this, that when you go look at the group, it looks like a group for the thirsty. All right. They're talking about traveling, and the whole time they're asking you to rate the booty of women that they think have a nice booty in other places. And I'm thinking, well, how ridiculous is that? All right. And you got some that are straight up cool. All right. So I don't know what to make of these people here. But then again, right? At the end of the day, it all comes down to this, that we are just a product of a jacked up environment. Hands down. All right. We're just a product of a jacked up environment. All right. And part of the reason is this, that, as my god sister said, you can tell who was raised by a single woman. All right. And had absolutely no influence um, from any men. And that's the problem. Male influence gone. All right. Hey, Elijah. So I'm going to back off. Okay, I'm going to hang up now. All right. All right. All right. So let me tell you the main purpose of this gathering right now. What's up, young boy 24? The main purpose of this right now is to one, get the message out, and then the other one is to see, hold on for a second. The other one is to see the plan that brothers have, if they have any at all. All right, if they have any at all. All right, and so I'm planning another trip in November. All right. And I got a brother that's going, Brother Elijah. And so we're going to talk about brothers that have been preparing to go, that's going to be going in November, that listen to my channel. And we're going to talk about a bunch of other things. Because the community is toast. Let's not get it twisted. It's out of here. All right. It is out of here. So let me do this real quick. Oops, didn't mean to send that. All right, what's up, Hunter Red? What's up, David Bowman? All right. Basically, what we're trying to do is develop more than the plan. All right, because this is over. And I put this picture up here to show you imagery. All right, because that's where we're at. We're only about imagery. They want to promote this imagery of stuff that don't exist and won't exist. And the reason why it will not exist is because no one wants to correct the black woman, and instead they want to always accuse and blame the Afro man for the wretched treachery that this woman has been doing. All right. Now, even as we try to get up and get away from her, she's doing slick stuff like petitioning the government to try to have people in other countries charge U.S. citizens child support for another country. How do you do that? But that's the beginning of blurred borders. All right. Because that really should not be possible. That should not be possible. Yet people are trying to make it possible. All right. This is the kind of stuff that is becoming very ridiculous. What's up, Israel forever? Forever. Shalom, brother. All right, so here's the deal. One, so I'm gonna help people that are going in November, right? I want to help people get down there to Brazil that are going in November. All right. So I got brother Elijah here. What's up, Rudy Benoit? All right. I got a brother here that I'm helping. And I'm gonna put it to you this way. Our number one problem is this. These black men, instead of being individuals, can't do anything unless it's part of some group like a club, right? So they're becoming just like the women. Now, here's the problem with that. These groups are overcharging people and not teaching these men how to do things for themselves. Now, brother Elijah, he wanted to go. He wanted to go to Brazil. He saved, he does his thing, save his money and stuff like that. Right now, I need to bring him up because of how he did this. All right, what he did was I started telling him about the visas and stuff, the cheaper way to do everything, right? And what he does is he learns it because he checks. He checks me. And so he was talking about, so we have our discussion. He was talking about his plane ticket and he was going to pay a whole lot more money. And I was like, dude, you need to check this out. right? And he went and checked it out. So not only did he listen to my ideas, but he checked it. Because that's what men do. Well, let me check it out. Man, you was right. We got dudes that make comments on, oh, don't forget the thumbs up. We got dudes that make comments about videos that don't watch it. They make comments about people without knowing squat about them based on the title of a video. Hold on. And this is how stupid they are. They will assume that the dude that of the video, the person that's making the video they don't like, don't go anywhere. So they say, man, you ain't been nowhere. When you gonna get up off your behind and get behind that desk and stuff? And I was like, you stupid, ignorant buffoon. You didn't look at a single video, or you didn't look at, and this happens mostly on Facebook. These are dudes that don't look at crap. They don't look at nothing. Right? But they ready to make a comment about stuff to which they know nothing about. And they don't know anything because they just don't know anything. And so this is basically what's going on. These are some of the most ridiculous. Man, I don't even have a word for it. I don't have a word for it. But these are dudes that do not do any research. They get in these groups, and these groups readily exploit them. And you know what? I'm glad they're getting exploited, because they don't want to listen to anybody unless you belong to that group. So anything the group decide to do to people within the group, well, they agreed to be in that group. All right, so let it be what it is. All right, I will say this. My brother Elijah here, he's starting to figure out how I am able to do all that I do. With the children, with the donations, with trying to help the NGO. And remember, I only do things within the limitation of my resources. I take care of me first. Because if I don't take care of me first, then I won't be able to help nobody else. It's like on a plane. They will tell you when the oxygen mask dropped out, put it on your face first. Because you can't save you and somebody if y'all both trying to gas for air. Y'all hear me mixing up the languages. All right, and it's pretty much it. All right, so I'm gonna keep this real like this. My experiences has not been good dealing with the I was trying to talk to Guy King, because he was pushing Africa really hard, and he made some valid points. And one of the reasons I thought that down the South was a better fit for us was because of the many African women I've run across. Now let me explain this. Just because somebody lays with a black woman don't mean they're not racist. Just because an African marries a black woman don't mean they don't like that they like the men too. This is my rule of thumb on all of this. If the people have a problem, understand this. If the people have a problem with the women, with you talking to their women, but they don't have a problem talking to the black woman, then the problem is with the people. And they have as a group, have a problem with you. You see how that worked? All right. And so basically, as I was listening to people, talk about the racism, so, what's her name is facing? Serena Williams, right? She married a maybe closet racist Caucasian man, maybe, right? A lot of people is figuring that he is because of what Reddit is. Reddit is a website that promotes the, let's say, Caucasian nationalist groups that talk bad about the man's wife on the regular. And understand this. And so when she goes home, she got to know that she's dealing with the guy that created a site solely designed right now, because she's in the eye, solely designed to talk bad about her specifically. Feels like I'm forgetting something. But specifically. All right. And at the end of the day, it's like she has to put on the front that she has no problem with it. All right. So this is somebody that this is their father, this, that, and the other. So when I look at all these examples, I understand that the community, the black community, as they say, is through. And we know that the women killed it. And there might be some left, but you'd be hard pressed to find one, right? So what I wanted to talk about today was, what is the bailout plan? What is your next move? Because right now, if you are a decent Afro man, you are in a precarious situation. Do you tip to lower the cost of? Oh, here's the tip to lower the cost of the flight. All right, this was one of the things I told the brother about, right? I always fly back on Saturday. All right. I play around with the days of the week that I leave to get the lowest. All right. So let's get into this. When I do a ticket to fly, all right, whether I fly, I compare 3 sites or maybe 4: Delta, United, Priceline, and Travelocity. And I will look and see what's giving me the lower price. All right. Now, the next thing I do, because once I establish the price, it's going to kind of be the same is going to kind of be the same, all the way kind of similar, right? And so now I want to play around with the days. Now, this is what I figured out with all my traveling over the years to back and forth to Brazil. If no matter what day you fly out, if you come back on a Saturday, right? Elias telling you what I showed him. If you come back on a Saturday, it's going to be cheaper. All right. The next thing is when you try to go somewhere, when you are trying to fly somewhere, look at the total cost comparing all airports and travel to and from the airport. Hey, Elia, do you mind if I use you as an example based on what we discussed in total? And I'll wait for a reply. All right. Right. All right. So Elia, what he's showing you is he started to get his ticket before talking to me, right? And he was going to pay $1,900, and I was like, man, that's a hell of an expensive ticket. I never paid that much for a ticket. And then I said, wait a minute, right? And one of the things that I started doing was I I started um, thinking, where are you flying out of? He said, where he lives, right? Now, he's close to Georgia, right? And so this is what I mean by go by the total price of everything. I said, what if you, so he's at 1900, he's close to Atlanta, Georgia, right? Now, I'm very close to Houston, and this is what I know that the hub for United and Delta is like Houston and Georgia, right? Everybody's going to stop in Georgia or stop in Houston. All right. So here's the catch, right? If you live close enough to Georgia, what's the cost to drive to Georgia, catch the plane, and drive back? If the cost saves you hundreds of dollars to drive 140 miles, in his case, to Georgia, in this case, he's saving $1,100. Then is it worth it to drive to Georgia? Well, that's a 2.5 hour drive. What? Yeah, and there you go. There's the total: $40 in gas, $20 there, $20 back. His ticket now costs $800 because the other trick I told him is whatever day you go, fly back on Saturday. And he said, man, the price of the ticket dropped some more. All right. The other thing is get your ticket in advance. If you're going overseas, by a month, at least a month. If you're going stateside, by 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks. Stateside, it's best to go on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and come back on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you're going to Brazil or something like that, it's best to check all the days of the week, what's going to be cheaper because it's different. But I know this for sure. It always seems to be cheaper if you fly back on a Saturday. Now, keep this in mind also, that when you're flying back from Brazil on a Saturday, you're going to get back to the United States on Sunday because it's an overnight trip. All right. Now, this is something I would tell the guys in these groups, but they ain't listening to me. They don't follow me on my channel. They don't want to hear nothing I got to say. They're too busy being a D police. And the sad part is they need to police up their own D because, hey, what's up, Backwood Rider? They need to police up their own D because they seem to be thirsting for anything with a fat booty. I'm just saying. All right. So there is more to this, right? Now, for some of y'all that missed my old channel, I might put that back up, right? What I did was my old channel, I went down my very first trip just to show you how it's done. I went down, got my plane ticket myself, the hotel bill myself. I rented a car, drove around Brazil, drove around Rio, put gas back in the car, turned the car in, got every last bit of insurance. And I still paid less for all of that, my hotel fee, and getting breakfast every day than they paid for just the hotel. Or lodging, let's say lodging. They still had to pay for their plane ticket. And that was the thing. But, you know, they ain't going to watch my channel. My channel is not going to be popular with them. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. As they come back going broke. All right. Some of them are going just to say that they're going. Whereas some of us are going just to try things out, to see what it really is. Education. Fun in education, but we're going mainly for the education to see if it's a good spot. Some people want to start a business. Keep forgetting this thing. One moment. All right, so now rental apartments are different in rental places, right? So you're going to have a lot of money up front. All right. Now, here's the issue with that. It depends on how long you're going to stay. If you're going to stay upwards to 20 days, 30 days, it's best to get the hotel. All right. No, because I've always been able to do stuff cheaper and on my own terms without using other people's houses. For one, when I go to the hotel, y'all see I do a lot of videos from there, right? Y'all see I'm by the metro and the train station, right? And I'm close to like the party scenery. If I want to go somewhere to get something to eat or think, I'm close, I'm in proximity, right? Now, the other thing is I could stay over Mimi's house. All right. And so I have options. So I don't need Airbnb. All right. Now, what you do is you check it out anyway and see if you save money. All right. So the hotels, like I said, I've been spending less than 40 when you count taxes. I've been spending less than $40 a day on the hotel with free breakfast. All right. The car rental, for 6 days, I spent $200. I had every last insurance they could have. I spent $225. All right. And so that's basically it. All right. Now, you could probably get it cheaper. You could probably get the car cheaper depending on what time of year it is. All right. But you just got to check that. And it's best, again, to go to the websites like Priceline and Travelocity for that, for the car rental, because they have deals. They have better deals than doing it yourself. And here's the other thing. When you go there and you pay up front for however long you're renting the car. When you get there, there's no problem. There is really no problem. All right, because Travelocity or I mean not PayPal, Priceline have already taken care of it. No, the car insurance, it comes with the package. All right, so like when I go on Priceline, and that's how I rented my car. When I went on Priceline, I got all the insurance that was available to me. So when I came back, and you don't have to worry about being a Brazilian citizen. All right. That's why I use those companies to do certain things because they cover you for things and incidentals in a way that if you went down and did it yourself, you wouldn't be unless you really, really knew the system. All right. Now, I didn't know the system when I first went down there that well. And the other thing is their cars are standards. So if you can't drive a stick, all right. Well, those are the ones that I use is because at the end of the day, when I was looking through all of them, those four came out the least expensive and the easiest to navigate and use and really, really accepted with no problems at all. So basically, because I've never had a problem with them, um, Travelocity, you got to do a little more. Like you got to click two people when you rent, and Priceline does it automatically for you. It's still going to be the same price at same Travelocity price, right? And so, what do you mean by what's the fourth? Oh, I do. Oh, for the hotels. Oh, Delta Airlines. All right, for the airlines, there's four. Delta United, because Delta and United are just the best ways for you to, if you're close to Georgia or Houston, to go to Brazil. All right. If you're in Florida, Avianca, okay, Avianca and Latam are the best. All right. Avianca has the finest women. All right. If remember the one when I first went and the woman in the red, okay, that was Avianca. The first woman I met on my way there that we was hollering. All right, that was Avianca. Okay, so Avianca and Latam and Azul if you're like in the Florida area. All right. See, here's the thing. You got to look at geography. All right. And that's basically it. So Georgia and Houston, you're looking at Delta. Okay. Now, if you're staying over 2 months, then I would go Airbnb. Oh yeah, you know who it is, Young Boy 24. All right. Now for hotels, if you're going to get an apartment, all right, yeah, go Airbnb and look that way, right? Um, and the hotels, the ones I like to stay in, but you can stay in a hotel for like $20 a day, right? With Wi-Fi and all of that. 24 with breakfast. That's what I'm saying. The Airbnb, you're going to be responsible for a little more. So I don't know how that works because I never stayed down there for 2 months. And if I did stay down there for 2 months, I wouldn't need Airbnb. I still wouldn't need it. Hotel. They don't have motels. Oh, for the hotel, when you go in Travelocity and when you go on Travelocity and you go on Priceline, you get hotels for all the way down to $9 a night. All right, but if you're talking about breakfast every day, you're looking at $20 a night, $20, $30 a night. All right, but you can get 9, 14, 15 dollars a night where you could just pay for it up front. Well, that's what I'm saying. You go on the sites and look for yourself because it differs. Hold on for a second. I know what I can do. Hold on for a second. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to go to Rio de Janeiro. All right, we're going to check in November. Now, here's the thing. If your plane leaves on a Monday, you're going to get there on a Tuesday. So if you're going to Rio, you got to understand this. Whatever day you leave, you start your reservation for the following day. So say I'm gonna leave on Monday. So I'm gonna let's say I'm gonna leave Tuesday. No, I'm gonna leave Wednesday because I'm going to leave after school. And so I'm gonna get to Rio on Thursday. So I'm gonna start my day on the 22nd. All right, and so I'm gonna come back on that Saturday. Because remember, on Saturday, the 1st of December. All right, now I'm gonna show you the difference here. On Priceline, all right, find my deal. I'm gonna show you something. All right, now what I am going to do is pick by lowest price. I could pick by 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. And if I was going to do that, I will always go 3. All right. But we're going to go by lowest price to show you how low they can go. You heard? Y'all see this? 11, 12, 9, because this is what Caucasians do. All right, now here's the thing. I'm gonna eliminate some of this because I want internet. So for me, it's like, what's the lowest hotel that's going to give me internet? So the lowest hotel that's going to give me free internet is $19 a day. So y'all see this? $19 a day. If I want internet and the breakfast, what am I looking at? Now I'm looking at $32 a day. Butafogo, Butafogo, Butafogo. All right, that's basically it. Now, what if I want express deals? All right, so express deals. Now, express deals is another way you could do this, right? Hold on for a second. Talking about travel to Brazil. Talking about traveling internationally, but specifically to Brazil. It's a how to. It's a how to. All right. So if you look at here, you'll see these, right? And so these are the two places, Rio de Janeiro. All right. And you look at Botafogo. All right. And so this is what you got. Now, I want to show you something else. Now you got Travelocity. So we got Rio de Janeiro. We're going to try the same thing September, October, November. All right. What do we say? The 21st and come back on the 1st. All right. So now this one you got to be careful. You got to make sure you add two up here when you say two adults. Never know, you might meet somebody. They will not let that other person in the hotel if it only has one adult. All right. And so we're going to group this by price. Well, what do you know? You got the same $7, $8 deals, right? So we're going to change this. We're going to move up the stars and eliminate that. Let's see what the lowest 3-star hotel I can get. $15 for the lowest 3-star hotel. $15 a night for a 3-star hotel. All right. I want free breakfast, high-speed internet. Now let's see what I'm looking at. What am I looking at? All right. So when I add breakfast and high-speed internet, this is what I'm getting. Fluminense across Rio. All right, now, no, America's Granavole, whatever. This is the one I've been getting. So this is the one I've been giving, the America's Grande. And this is the hotel y'all saw me in when I was there. All right. So these are the photos. All right. I want to show you something. So when I say you get breakfast, this is kind of their breakfast. This is how it is. Your fruits, your watermelons and stuff like that. You have their hot dishes right over where you see this arrow. You have your drinks right there, your coffees, a bunch of breads. Yep, it looks just like this. Well, let me put it this way. It looked like that early in the morning. And that's what the place looked like. It also is a restaurant at night. And this is the top. This is where y'all see me do some of the videos from. All right. So $31, and it's going to come to $38 after taxes a night. All right. So y'all can get a gander of what I'm talking about. All right. And so basically, all right, hold on, I'm gonna go back. So basically, that's what you're looking at. That's kind of what you're looking at. All right, so the second website was Travelocity. So the second website was, and the first one was, I have this credit card, Priceline Negotiator. Okay, so there it is. All right. You can stay in a hotel for $9 a day. So this was when I go back down there, because I guess you're not going to do it within the next 2 months. But when I go back down there, it's a conversation to be had with Mimi, with Selma, and actually with Francisco. Mimi's husband. I mean, that would be me. Selma's husband. All right. And so basically, this is what I've been trying to teach people. But as you see, there's 15 people on in my live shows. But see, people don't like talking about this kind of technical stuff and junk like that. I'm trying to help us. I'm not trying to get money out of everybody, although they will call me the con. You see what I'm saying? I'm the con, the guy that's saving everybody money. But the guys that's spending thousands of dollars and giving it to somebody, they're okay. And I'm like, okay, cool, spend all your money. I don't care. All right. I don't care about the simp sellouts and Sambos, the Triple S crew, nor the BAW. Okay, express deal is a term that Priceline has that certain hotels that they're trying to fill their rooms up, right? And so they'll make a very special deal with Priceline. It's just that if you do that, you don't know what 3-star hotel you're going to get, but you could pick the area. And so it makes it easier for Priceline to feel like the hotel with the emptiest room at the time you choose. You see what I mean? And so that's basically it. So the hotel that needs you the most will get you first. And you just don't know which hotel that is. Whereas the other way, I could pick exactly what hotel I want to go to. I know. Look, I know I do. But I'm my own bodyguard. Yes, that's what I do. And so when I say when I say if you look at it, we're paying for a hotel. Remember, I picked 10 days. I said leave on Thursday, come back on a Saturday, right? Because remember, we're going to fly out the Wednesday, right? Whatever day you fly out, you don't rent the hotel for that day. You rent it for the next day because that's how long the trip takes. All trips are basically overnight, right? And it's a quick overnight trip, but it's still overnight, right? So you rent and you get your room for that next day. And basically bada boom, bada bing. Right. And so now it's different when you're leaving. You rent it all the way up to the day you leave. And that's basically it. So when it was $10 a day, if you was staying for 10 days, you was paying $100 for 10 days. Because the hotel was $10 a day plus tax on $100. All right. Let's see what else we got in here. All right, you want to check 5-star? What's up, Michael Duncan? All right, and those hotels was priced per day. To add the week, you just times it by 7. That's how that works. There's no the weekly rate. That is a weekly. That's cheaper than our hotels over here. Well, here's the thing. You hit 2 all the time, right? And you so when you get the it with Priceline, it defaults as 2 because it assumes you're taking a wife. Travelocity, you need to make sure that it defaults as two or two is selected, right? You always do that. What if you meet somebody, like you go down there for 20 days, 5 days, and you meet somebody, y'all kicking it hard and heavy? Okay, you need a place for her to meet up with you at and see where it go. All right, but if you pick one person, yeah, that ain't gonna happen at those hotels. All right. Now, you wanted to see, hold on, 5 star. Okay, so we're still on. All right, we're still on America Grande. All right, so we're going to delete this, and we're going to keep going. Well, no, we're not going to keep going. See, America Grande is like a 4 star hotel. All right, so you want to see the cheapest 5 star hotel. All right, so 5 star hotel, you're looking at $540 a night. And it's a palace. And Villa Santa Teresa, excellent. What was their thing? I want to see what their rooms were. Man, I'm not even going to get to see, but I bet you it was a mint. All right, so that's the 5 star. So let's go down to 4 star. Because I'm pretty sure you don't want to spend $500 a night. So 4 stars, you go back down to reasonability. All right, so let me see. Let me find another. Let me do this too. We're going to hit 3 4 stars, right? There's a particular hotel I'm looking for. America Grande. I'm looking for Aeroporto Onton. Aeroporto Onton. They're the ones that where you saw Mimi on the balcony. Hotel Atlantico. Let's see. So y'all see, these are some really nice hotel. Argentina. One of the ones is the first one I'm looking for when I first went there. All right, and it's really highfalutin. And as you see, Copacabana, they have a lot of deals too. I was looking for Windsor Astorias. They might not be on here. Oh yeah, you're getting up in the high dollar ones now. So they might be here on Priceline. Hold on, let me see. Let me see something real quick. Well, hold on. And you even got vacation homes. Hold on, let's look at this. So you got vacation homes, and this is a night. All right, and so they still do it by the night. Now you can also hold on for something. Let's do for the sake of October. Okay. Now Costa Rica is a lot cheaper. First of all, it's like $500 to fly there. And a good hotel runs about $24. Okay. So you got Windsor Palace, 69. So I don't know why I can't find Windsor Astorias. They got a lot of Windsors. Windsor, Martinique. So these are all, I mean, you can basically, there was one, you used to be able to pick them by name. Let's see. Mm. So that's interesting. And I can't spell. So let me see this. Windsor. Ndsor. See, look at that, y'all. Ah, there it is. Wow! Central. All right, y'all. This was the first hotel I stayed in. Windsor Astoria. So let me show you what this one looked like. And they have a rooftop pool too. Oh, and they watch their towels. They got very good towels, but man, they Hawkeye on them towels. They mainly have showers. They have a workout room, and this is their restaurant. This is their rooftop. They don't show the food on their restaurant, but the food on their restaurant is, hold on, let me see if I could just hit all the photos and just go to the food. All right, wait a minute. I know there's more photos than this, unless I don't know how to work my thing. Oh man, they don't show the food. I'm gonna have to go clown them. All right, this is where a lot of my good friends are or work. They work at this hotel right here, Windsor Astorias. All right, and their breakfast spread is a spread and a half. Look like they got two sets of photos, but I only see one set here. Oh well. All right, so I can't show you that right now. But even there, so here's the thing. This is the down season, right? This is the season, Pete, they really don't give a F about because, well, Carnival is coming up right around the corner. All right, let's see. What about the week instead of, okay, we did that. Go back to the 3 star. Okay. Now the 4 stars are comparable. All right. Hey, what's up, Lion Judah? All right. Now, here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. Your 3 and 4 stars are going to get you a good deal. All right. The 3 and 4 stars are going to get you a good deal. Not only are they going to get you a good deal, but I think you would be real happy there. All right. I think you would be real happy there with the deal that you get. All right. You would be real happy with the deal that you get. Now, the other thing I want to point out is that you will have the chance to see beautiful women, but like I said, unless you spend some time there for a relationship, understand I'm saying for a relationship. All right, if you want to go down there and do men things, they will make sure that you could do men things, but for a relationship, right? Um, they are you're going to need to spend some time. You're going to need to spend some time with them for a relationship. All right, they spend a lot of time practicing. Oh man, I need to show y'all the video of the airport. I'm gonna have to put that up. When I was at the airport, the Brazilian airport. All right, and they were doing their samba. All right, because let's not get it twisted. Brazil got some beautiful women, like everybody got some beautiful women. All right. The problem with the women in the United States, the black women, isn't that we can't find anybody with the shape. Because even though more black women are getting out of shape, you still can find some in shape. Hold on for a second. The issue with the United States is the quality. and the mentality of the woman that you get in that they're trying to destroy you. Whereas these women will try to get your recesses, the black woman don't resources. The black women here in the United States are not only trying to get your resources, but they're trying to destroy you. All right, I didn't go to Costa Rica yet. I'm gonna go to man, I gotta ask this woman, something. San Jose, I believe. All right, getting there just a little more over time. And remember, Lion of Judah, we was talking about decent hotels for $30. Like the one I was in with the king size bed with the big breakfast spread. And Windsor Astoria's got that big breakfast spread too. All right. But the 5-star one, yeah, if you got $500 a night, $500 a night, you can stay there. All right. And so that's basically it. Now, if you're going to stay, like, if you want to stay in a regular house, Airbnb, that'll be all right. But think about this. I want y'all to think about this, brothers. Y'all know my channel's been putting out this kind of information on everything that I do. But the reason why we got to do something different, and remember, the Most High don't need a bunch of us to go somewhere. You just need a few brothers that's in their right mind. Because the Most High knows that the rest are going to have to be destroyed. If you want to be with wickedness, when wickedness gets destroyed, you're going to get destroyed with that wickedness. Bottom line. All right. And this is the problem. We got enemies on all sides if you want to be a good brother. If you want to help brothers, you got more enemies. That's brothers. That if you're trying to help brothers get their mind right and do some stuff, these women got these simps on, I mean, just gassed up for what? To show how manless and spineless they are, that they will be led by a woman to go against other men that got their stuff going on. And then they talk like women. Oh, you ain't got nothing. You just sit behind a computer. Them the same dumb people that's sitting behind their computer to comment to you about what you ain't doing. I never figured that out. You need to get from behind the computer, says the person behind the computer writing the statement after watching my video or not, or at least looking at the title. Wow, right? At least I'm producing something that they get to complain about while they still do nothing. But the black community is toast. The BAW is totally wicked. We have no alternative but to stay away from her. If good women crawl out to where we can identify them, we take them with us. But outside of that, we don't assume that any melanated thing coming towards us is good, any good, until she proves herself to us, period. We need proof. All right. We don't take them at their word for anything because their word is no good. All right. Period. So we bust a move. It's time for, and for our rights and stuff, we need to start fighting back. I don't know how many people in here make YouTube channels. Let me give you the number to this lawyer. I'm gonna have to find it again, and I'll do another live one tomorrow. All right, but we'll discuss this lawyer. All right, and the one Willie D had. All right, I have his number. Hold on, wait a minute. I do have his number. See, some of the time talking to yourself is a good thing. So I tell myself, man, what was his name? Let me see if I can get it this way. What was this lawyer's name? I know it was the third. Some the third. Yeah, right. They can, and while the dudes are trying to protest for them to be treated human, these women will fight the dudes that's trying to protest for them so they could get treated with dignity and respect. And these women still will go there. These women are so lost and so wicked and malicious that they're not worth the effort. And I guess them dudes protesting found that out the hard way. Hold on, what's this lawyer's name? Hold on for a minute. Man, I'm gonna have to go back and look for it. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to bust a move and break it off right quick. I got some t-shirts to take to my sister. Yep, yep. And that's why I'm saying, what's your exit plan, brothers? What's your escape plan? All right. Now, I use Brazil in this video here. I use Brazil as an example because I know what things cost there and know how it worked. But the same things I've shown you with any country, you can use these same techniques to get yourself a good deal, especially when you don't know. Now, this is why I use Priceline and Travelocity. When I don't know the area, I at least know that the hotel is going to be up to snuff and be in an area where Travelocity and Priceline can vouch for their price of everything. In other words, it's going to be okay at least. All right. So that's basically it. That's why I did that. Then once you get to know the area, you can just wait and find some people, find a host people, all the rest of that kind of stuff. All right. Me, it's important that I have Wi-Fi that's kind of reliable, and we say kind of reliable. Peace out, David. All right. And so that's why I like the hotels. I like to know that I'm at least have somewhat reliable Wi-Fi. Period. Now, y'all tweak these things and do with it what you will for any place that y'all might want to go to. All right. And so basically that's that for now. Y'all know y'all hear me kind of losing my voice. And so I'll holler at y'all a little later. And maybe tomorrow, check me out on my Facebook. And I got a group there, a whatchamacallit group. Reluctant Nabi Afro Men. All right. So peace out to all the brothers. I'll get back at y'all and holler at y'all later. All right. And keep it in mind, keep this in mind. All that glitters is in gold. And we got to do something different and we got to seek different. All right. So peace out. With that said, I'm out. And thanks for showing up. Later, y'all.